Welcome to the first edition of In 5 Questions, a mini interview series featuring the biggest and best companies working across the industrial sectors. Today we have Francois Coursaget, the General Manager of New Imaging Technologies. To begin, would you mind just explaining who you are and what your company does, please, Francois?
Yes, hello, Joel. I'm Francois Coursaget, so General Manager of New Imaging Technologies. As for myself, I globally take in charge of the development and the production in the company, and making sure that we're always putting innovation into what we're doing. So that is my principal focus in the company. And what we do, we designed in-gas SWIR sensors. So the SWIR waveband is a waveband, very specific waveband that goes beyond the near infrared, but before the thermal infrared waveband. It's a very specific waveband for which we excel in developing sensors, and also the cameras that go along with our sensors. And we have provided a complete range of portfolio of products within this SWIR in-gas range.
And so where are you applying your technology, and why is it important for the automation, vision and robotics industry, to just name a few?
So actually, SWIR imaging is it's quite a broadband imaging waveband, and we're discovering new applications every day. Today, the main applications are in the industrial field, but also in the space field, in the aeronautics, in the defense and security, and also in scientific applications. So in scientific applications, it goes from astronomy, it goes to even to the painting industry and the painting world of art. So it can reach a lot of fields. In terms of the industry, the main industry is wafer and solar panel inspection. So the principle is that with this SWIR waveband, you can pass through the thickness of the material and actually detect defects that are within the material itself. So it's quite widespread in this industry to have this kind of technology inside their product line. Otherwise, the interesting part about SWIR imaging is that you can control temperatures that are above 300 degrees. So typically, for example, for all the applications where you have lasers, for example, whether it's laser cutting or 3D metal printing, or even welding, you have this thermal cooling curve, which is interesting to be able to observe, because this cooling curve within the process is a good indication of the quality of the process itself. And so with this SWIR imaging, you can have both the image, which is close to a near infrared image or visible image, and this thermal information within the same sensor. So that gives also some very interesting aspects to the industrial field. If you even calibrate this thermal response, you can even it is used also for thermal imaging with a wide range of temperatures. In order to, for example, to do furnace inspections or even hot glass inspection on a production line. Other usage are, for example, in spectroscopy, to be able to do sorting, whether it's waste sorting or other type of sorting. And whenever people have process control to be done in an outdoor environment where you can have very severe sunlight, or you can have dust or whatever type of changing environments, it's interesting for robotics to have something that is will always have the same response, whatever the outdoor environments, whether it's day, it's night, it rains, whatever the conditions. And with adding a SWIR lighting system, which is simply a Dell systems of lighting, which is eye safe, so there's no risk for human eye. You can lighten the field and have always the same kind of image, whatever the conditions are outdoor, the SWIR imaging. So this gives a robust control for the robotics too. So this gives quite a large span of applications within the industry for this technology.
When someone comes to you, where are you most excited about applying your technology to?
Well, everywhere actually, because every time there's a new application that is brought to us, we always interested to see if it brings something in addition to what they have today. So it's always interesting. We know where it brings already a good interesting strength to their process. But there's always room to learn more. So whatever your constraints, please ask us, and we'll see if it matches this technology and how this technology can help you. But of course, there are some mainstream solutions, and that those mainstreams are essentially the wafer and the solar panel inspection and the hot glass inspection.
And working across all of those sectors and industries that you apply your technology to, what makes your company unique then?
Well, several things. The first thing is that we master all the steps, since we do everything in-house. So that means we design the readout. So the design of the silicon design sensor. Yeah. And we also design the material, and we do in-house the hybridization of the in-gas material with the readout. So we master the complete sensor, and we also design in-house the electronics, the mechanics, and also we also have our own software and internal FPGA firmware programming. So that means that we master the complete vertical change from the sensor all the way to the camera, and everything is done in France. So there's no export restriction, and being able to master all the steps gives us the products that are most adapted to what people are looking for. Mm-hmm. And so we can better adapt our solutions to our customers. A second issue is that we have today a complete portfolio of products, going from a small, we call QVGA, quarter VGA format, to a full megapixel SXGA format, and even a line scan, 2K line scan solution. That enables us to cover a whole spectrum of applications and constraints, whether it's cost issues, performance issues. So that really is one of our strengths. Mm-hmm. And I'd say a third strength is our proprietary technology for HDR imaging in SWIR. So we have a unique patented structure for pixels, which gives a native logarithmic response to this pixel. And so we have this 120 dB dynamic range, which is unique and the highest in the world in that perspective. And that makes it very interesting for all the applications where a laser is used, because of the high dynamic range that you need when using this laser, whether it's for welding applications or 3D metal printing. So, and also for thermography. In thermography applications, we're able to, with a single capture, go from 300 degrees to more than 1500 degrees Celsius in terms of range of temperature measurements. So this also gives something quite unique for our customers. So above all those features that I mentioned, and in addition to this high dynamic range, which is unique, we also provide a patented solution where we combine a high sensitivity to this HDR. And so this gives the customer the opportunity to choose between the very high sensitivity and the high dynamic range. And so combining both of these, we could really offer a complete and the best solution adapted to the problems of our customers.
And you do all of that with a fairly tight-knit team. Then you said there was about 20 people working with you?
Yes. So that is one of our strengths, is that we have this complete vertical knowledge in-house, and we're able to work together, and that really makes it efficient in terms of how we're able to develop new products, innovate, and also adapt our products to customer constraints.
And with all of that technology, what's next for you, and how are you actually achieving it currently?
Well, we're continuing to pursue our portfolio by reaching even to higher resolutions, and also into lower cost solutions in order to really be able to go into businesses and industries where cost is the primary issue. And so we need to be able to go from the lower end to the highest end. And so we're just improving our portfolio of products, and also at the camera standpoint, increasing the number of interfaces. So we already have GigaVision, USB 3, Camera Link, and we're going to develop more interfaces with SDI interfaces and coax express interfaces.
And so finally, what's the main message that the readers of MVPro who are professionals involved in the industry, what should they take away about you and NIT?
Well, the main message I'd like to pass over is that sphere imaging is applied in many, many fields, and we're discovering every day more fields where this can apply. And so if ever you have an issue with your imaging solutions and you'd like to discover how SWIR could help you, well, please come to us and ask us, and we'll be able to help you, not only because we have this thorough knowledge, but we also have a complete portfolio of products that will definitely answer your questions and solve your problems. And we'd be, as we are a flexible team, would be more than keen to discover these issues with you and find the solution with you.
Cool. Is there anything you'd want to add, Francois?
Well, I'd like to thank you, Joel, and I'd be pleased to discuss these issues with any of our customers or partners for which this could be of interest.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for coming to the first edition of In 5 Questions. It was In 5 Questions-ish. Thank you very much for coming. It was lovely to have you.
Thank you too.